Hi, my name is Oscar Morales. I'm the manager of GEOS Calgary. Okay, so GEOS Calgary has been around for a long time. We're part of the Sc family, which is a worldwide organization. We're here in downtown Calgary. Calgary is a beautiful city. We have a pretty good sized pool. We have 8-9 rooms that are available to use, plus a games room, plus lunch area. When it comes to Korean students, it depends on the time of the year. Sometimes we have a lot of Korean students coming together actually. Right now there are not so many, which could be actually beneficial for Korean students because they will be forced to speak English, which is one of the big issues that sometimes we get with international students when they are from the same country. But right now it's actually a pretty good time to come and study here. So we offer ESL courses. We prepare also for the IELTS test, which is a very important filter here in Canada if you want to study in a university or you want to go for immigration papers. So as an ESL course, we have 6 levels, goes from very basic to almost bilingual. And for the IELTS course, we need to have medium to advanced level, so it's not disruptive for anyone else in the class. When you get here to GEOS Calgary on your first day, you will do a test, a speaking and a writing test, which will determine the level that you have right now. With that level, we will place you in the right class. So Calgary is a great city. I honestly love Calgary. I moved here not so long ago and I'm here to stay. For international students, like I was at some point, it's a great city because it's a good mix between locals and international. People are always going to be super receptive with you. They're always going to be super welcoming and respectful. So when people come here, normally they have some fears of speaking out, asking questions, but luckily Calgary, since it has become sort of a student city. Before it was dominated by oil and big companies and all of that, but since all the oil crisis and everything, it became kind of a student city. So we have many universities and the city has become younger. So it's becoming more fun for people to come. You're gonna get people, like-minded people with you all the time. And at least here in the school, we create very big groups that are very united to each other. Even after they finish class, they still talk. We actually have few students that are studied here for some time and now they're visiting each other in different countries. So the magic of Calgary, in the difference with some other cities in Canada, is that since it's a small city, you kind of know the city, you know what it has, but it has a little bit of everything. Especially in summer, we have some festivals, we have some things happening all over the city, some art things, expositions and stuff like that. Even though it's a small city, there's a lot of things to do, and honestly, you won't get bored here. All right, that's a great question, and it all depends on the time of the year. Like right now there's a lot of Brazilian people, there's a lot of Latin American people. We just received a few Asian people too, but they're not predominant at the moment. While in other, like for example in summer, we tend to receive a lot of Asian people. They come from Korea, from Japan, Taiwan, from all over, to be honest. Mainly the strong point that we have as a school has to do with the fact that we foment communication a lot. You're never going to come to a class in here and going to sit down and just take notes. You're always going to be active. We know we have great teachers, but we insist as an institution because it's very important for someone who just wants to come and be able to survive in Canada, to be able to go out and communicate, like ask questions, be able to make friends, to go play soccer with people. In here, in the school, we focus on that a lot. Even though we send some people to university, we have like the more academic program or pathways or that kind of things. In all of our classes, most of the things that happen are going to be with debates, presentations, a lot of interactions between students and a lot of interactions with teachers and students. don't know if I want to say names, but we did have a few students, especially last year, they came here with working holiday visas and they had zero clue of how to speak English. It was very important for them because they were going to stay here for a year or 2 years to be able to just have the basics to work. So they came here honestly in level 1. They studied for about 6 to 8 months, and now all of them are working. Some of them are working in Starbucks. There is 1 or 2 of them who are working as an engineer right now. That is one of the things that for us is very important, making sure that people are fulfilling their objectives. If you come here and you just want to have fun and you just want to have your summer in here, learn some English, go back to your country and keep playing, that's fine by us. But if you come here and you actually want to make a life in here, you want to work, you want to be able to survive in Canada, as I said before, we really focus on that. So these students were a very good example of that. All of them are working right now. I know a lot of people do it, but we really have some pride in our activities. Like we have daily activities, or we try to have daily activities. We have an activity coordinator, which is funny because she was a student in here. So she stayed as an activity coordinator. She has all the experience on how to connect to the students. So she's very popular. We try to keep it balanced between indoor activities and outdoor activities. Especially in winter, you cannot do a lot of outdoor activities, but we do it anyway. Like for example, in winter, sometimes we go to Banff, we go to Lake Louise, skating or snowboarding. Always try to keep a balance. Also, when it comes to cost, some activities are more costly than others, and situations are different for every student. So as long as we can make it accessible for everyone, that's what we're gonna do always. It gets really fun when it's summer, because then we have freedom to go out as much as we want. So we have a lot of sports, sport-related activities. Like we play volleyball, we go play tennis, soccer, all of that. Then in summer we also have Stampede, which we go as a school. It's very fun. If you don't know what it is, it's a big festival in the city. But then again, also in the summer, sometimes we have movies in here. We play board games. We have like ping pong tournaments. We have that kind of things in here too, which is fun too.